we're having my ace, it's actually not ace, but my marking replay. If you're asking most players, experienced players, about the T29 and how much damage you will need in order to get it, I think the answer you will get from most of them will be 1600. And 1600 was actually the amount of damage I dealt in this game. We are on my lucky map. For the third time, we are on Redshire. And what surprised me with this was actually the team and the whole spirit and atmosphere. It was rather different, and you will get to see it if you pay a little attention to the chat during the game. Here we go. So we are tier 7 in a tier 9 match, and most players would hate to be bottom tier. But being bottom tier doesn't provide you and prevent you and blocking you from doing at least something in the battle. It is about to know the strength and the dark sides and limits of the vehicle you're playing. For example, this T29 have a very strong turret front. So if you can, no matter what other expectations is of you as a heavy tank, go to a position and a flank where you have the strength with the characteristics of your tank. I am starting to head off to the heavy, traditional heavy spot, but no other heavies, or is it? Yeah, there is enough heavies going there. Besides, I'm not top tier. So I change direction and see if I can support on the other flank, where almost not anyone have went yet. The artillery have already started firing, probably at the Leo, already spotted. The chat have went if one of the tanks, the other tanks of the team, is a good one. And that's how it starts. Pretty rational and pretty cozy, actually. Some targets have already been spotted in the traditional heavy line, and a single STA2 has been spotted, probably by the T54, or as English would call it, the Heat 54. During the match, well, I was just playing the tank as such, driving around and trying to get the first win. And as you saw there, I just answered that it depends on the player. One thing is a good tank, and we actually saw it and heard the story in Jingles' video of today. The tank alone doesn't make very much. It's all down to the player to know the strength and to know the mechanics of the game about angling, hold down, side scraping. And yes, I am talking despite me being on XVM a tomato. Tomatoes, they might know something if you give them a chance. And this comment, please, I don't need any comments on my stats and blah blah, whatever. It's actually coming on a background of some player even newer to the game, who have felt the need to step on me only because of some stupid color on an XVM scale. And I would advise those players, actually, to go back to The Good, the Bad and the Ugly episode 13 and see the middle replay with a panther on Himmelsdorf. Jingles is explaining it very fine. And here, I bounced the shot from the Spear Panzer 1C, but the STA-2 had a shot in on me. Here I bounced the STA-2 and was pointing the gun towards the Spear Panzer. The Spear Panzer's down. Now to the STA-2. Trying to notice and trying not to be in the way, to avoid, actually, to be in the way of the T-54. Teammates are not to be blocked. Any single tanker should have the room to reverse and to cover. If being blocked, you're only achieving their saltiness and raging. Command load. There. And now I can get back. T-34 100 is down. But I'm down on my last third of my health. 1073 damage done. Blocked is 240 and assisted is 426. Here comes the tiger. The angle of my tank here is what bounces the tiger's shot. Going backwards and forwards all the time makes it a bit harder, but the leopard prototype on the hill still manages to get a shot in on me. And it's also the leopard prototype that manages to get me down. But here I have done 1,679 damage and blocked 680, assisted with 738, and the score is 7-6. A very, very tie game. Now, we see the tiger here still being spotted. And that's because when a wreck is recently shot, it will still spot enemy targets and enemy tanks for a few seconds more. So, if you are a scout, for example, or another tank, and an opponent has been destroyed nearby you, count to 10 before you move. That way around, you can avoid being spotted when you're moving on. Now the team have only the 2 mediums left. And a few others too, but they're working very well together. A determined factor of winning game. The team that works together wins together. And they are together pushing down on the Judas, the STA-2, the Rheinmetall Bullseye down the corner. Now spotted is the STA-2. But they're closing in on him. While the Chrysler is down with the AMX 1390. Not spotted yet. Stridsvagn is holding back, as a tank destroyer should be. Tank destroyers are snipers, long distance shooters. The Chrysler has apparently got the Rheinmetall Bullseye, and the STA-2 is down. The score is now 12-8. Some of the players were calling me pro. I had no idea, actually. It was in doubt whether to take it the good way or the bad. So I was letting him draw out the benefit of my doubt. Now it's only the M53 and the M53 M55 left, and their scout, the AMX 1390. The top scorers are Chrysler, with 4 kills. But he got destroyed. It was still a nice try from him. What could piss me and a lot of others off would be chat spammers. So, unless something is very, very, very important, don't spam chat with pinging the map. The only thing you achieve by it is to piss your teammates off and make them block you. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oof. Game was reset. So really some more time is bored to get that last kill. And once again, game over. Score is 14-9. The result here is first mark of excellence, second class mastery, and fire for effect. Check it out, it's uploaded on wotrepalys.